questions from the tape from yesterday.
Really good. So many good things. Winning football in the special teams, winning football on the offense, winning football on the defense. Yep.
Do you think
Feel good about it.
Best performance of the season?
Yeah, in many ways. Definitely. I mean, game-changing plays in the special teams. Two big ones, two huge ones, and really good. Big punt return by Dede, and nice block by Nick Neiman. Nick had 4 tackles, also. The block field goal. I mean, might have been kicked low, but I mean, our guys got the push, and you never know what happens if that ball gets over him. But Puna and Tierra Tard especially did a great job there. Nice job by Coach Fick. Move the configuration to get that set up. Offensively, yeah, it was really resilient. It was really good. The big plays, were huge. But just staying with it. You got the great play by them, and they're making plays, and then we just hung in there, and then hit the big shots when they presented themselves, and again did not turn the ball over. Defensively, great in the red zone. Tremendous, almost. I mean, really, except the last touch. There was only 1 touchdown at the end of the game, but the turnovers, the fourth down stop, not just the 3 interceptions, but the fourth down stop. Great individual play, great. It's just a great team win. I mean, that's the way it feels to me. One of those great team wins when so many contribute all phases of the ball, are in sync. Defensively, the pass rush and the coverage was really complimentary. Sometimes when we weren't quite getting there with the pass rush, the secondary just happened to be extra tight and caused them to hold the ball. When we were a little looser in the coverage, then the pass rush, got there when we needed it. I would say the same thing about the offense. There was, we had some TFLs, tackles for loss. We had some sacks, but we, were able to make up for it. Had some penalties, but we're just able to make up for it, and so much great individual effort. I mean, won't talk too long about each guy, but it was because there's so many probably to talk about. But I mean, Justin, tremendous game, and the ball security that he had. I mean, with those 6 sacks was tremendous. I mean, he gets hit. I mean, sometimes the balls, he's released it, and it's 10, 15, 20 yards downfield, and he's still getting wrestled and grappled and thrown to the ground, and it's just, I guess it's all in the name of continuation, but and then he just comes right back like nothing happened. Like, I'm telling you, like, I don't know. I mean, I can't think of another. I mean, there's got to be other guys to compare him to, but almost quarterbacks get hit, they get sacked, you get that happy feet. That's a common phrase, I guess, quarterbacks get. It's real. It's real. When you get hit, it tends to take something out of you. That's why quarterback pressures, quarterback hits. I mean, those are big, but it just does not affect Justin Herbert in any way. It could be a couple in a row, and he just secures the ball, doesn't let a bad play go worse, and then very next play, like nothing ever happened, and he, just finds the wide open guy and makes the perfect pass. It's just added to the list of, like you don't think the guy can go up anymore in your esteem of another rung on the ladder of your esteem, and then he finds another one. It's incredible. The play by Quentin Johnson. I mean, coming back after the layoff and then going right in there, taking the coaching points of speed into the defense. I thought he executed that extremely well, and it showed. I mean, his play keeps elevating. Tarheeb Still. I mean, to note, we all saw he had the one interception. We also saw that he had the half interception because he tipped it. But he was involved in all three interceptions. All three were, Tarheeb accounted for. Caught the one, tipped the other, and then he had such good coverage on the dig route. He was undercutting and made the ball go high, and easy interception for Lowy. Could go on and on. Thule had maybe one of his best games. Not only on defense, but in special teams. I mean, the stat line's so long with him in terms of tackles, TFL, sack, pressure, and also tackles in special teams. Khalil Mack was dominant. Once again, another PBU, sack and a half, tipped ball on the fourth down play, where they flared it out to Mr. Chubb and gave our defense even more time to get to that and stop that fourth down play. Morgan Fox thought he had his best game, just tough, gritty, affected had the sacks and was really good. Tier Tart continues to improve and be a real force for us out there. Cam Hart, tackles, but also really did a great job from beginning to the end of the game of setting the edge, from the corner position. That's special. Deion Henley, 14 tackles this week. Last week it was 11. Now it's 14. But the great thing about his play too was the drops in coverage. They were elite. Into the holes, finding the receivers and just being where he was supposed to be, affecting the ball, tips. Derwin James, again another elite in terms of just disrupting his disruption of an offensive play, and continues to be a dime, a safety, a nickel. Outstanding game by him. Elijah Molden, another great game, got an interception, but also had the 5 tackles and others. Aloe, I thought that was one of his best games. He was really focused on tackling, and he did that at a really high level, and also got the interception. Joey Bosa, limited snaps, but I think he had the highest pass rate on rush in the game, and it was, they're sliding to him every time he's in. They're chipping him every time he's in, sometimes double. It looks like a triple team almost. Probably no such thing in football as a triple team, but it was close a few times. Just his presence out there is really good for us. Troy Dye, thought he played extremely well, gave him a game ball. Great job on the fourth down stop, plus tackles. Just prepared, ready to go. Nick Neiman as well, got in there for some snaps at backer as well. Keep going. Another really good game by Will Dissly. And he stepped in special teams when called upon. Offensive line just battled. There's no offensive lineman that wants to give up a sack, but when you're playing that kind of player, he's tremendous. But to keep a good self-image and keep rolling, and then I thought both Slater, Alt, did a great job of that, keeping their composure and keeping their wits about them, and just playing through it and then making the hole for J.K., who, another great game by J.K. I mean, there's some tough sledding in there at times, cracked 85 tough yards rushing, got the ball in the end zone twice. Also really like Josh Palmer, continues to be a big guy for us on third down, and quiet game for Ladd, but I mean that was 60 yards of of production, and then some, and he just keeps getting better and better. Crisp routes, disciplined routes, finding the seams, finding the holes, and catching the ball, doing a great job, and he keeps growing. Good thing about Ladd too is, I mean, there's some detail that can be improved, and then once he sees it, it is such a, he's not an error repeater. He'll correct it, and then going forward, that's why he's grown, so much in that way. And I think we came out pretty healthy too from the game, and got better. So, all in all, really pleased, like I said, with a great team win, great team effort.
With Justin, when he's taking hits like that early in the game, like there's a third down on the first touchdown drive where he takes a shot from Myles Garrett, completes the lab.
Yeah.
When he's taking hits like that, just continuing to get up and make plays, what kind of message does that send to the rest of the offense, to the team, when your leader is just unfazed by hits like that?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it does. I mean, we saw the 38-yard run last week, and I saw Khalil Mack get off the bench. I think it just infuses the energy that it's infectious. That kind of toughness. But it's a lot. I mean, helmet to helmet on that 38-yard run. Gets hit, waylaid when he's going out of bounds. I mean, he had a foot out of bounds, and foot out of bounds is out of bounds. And the face mask, okay, didn't see it because of the angle, things like that. I thought that hit you referred to was, I mean, gets called most times. Body weight on top of a quarterback gets called. So it's incredible. It's incredible, and it's almost Shaq-like, the way Shaq used to get fouled, and there was the hack-a-Shack kind of a thing. You can see, he's hard to get down and all, but the play just seems to extend, with him, where they just feel like, hey, just wreck, balls downfield. Does it sound like I'm complaining? Maybe, yeah, could be. I think he does. He doesn't get some of those calls when they should be called. But so there, I said it. But to your point, what does that do for our team? I mean, it's just infuses a level of grit and toughness and energy. Infuses it into us. That would be my opinion. That's what it does for me. I mean, I'm just like, gosh. I mean, it's K-Mac like, It's like, man, this guy is a beast out there, and he's on our team. And if he can do it, he's fighting like that. Let's all go do it. But there's a level. I mean, it's almost, unseen, really. That. The way I've never seen him flinch one time, I mean, no matter what, then he'll come back the next play like it didn't happen, and there it goes.
Did you happen to see Khalil's sack celebration after the sack fumble?
Yeah, it was very original. It was very original. I loved it.
Rub it off on him a little bit.
I love it. I love it. It's like, that's I'm going to copy it. Oh, that's not Justin. Justin Herbert's not that guy, you know. A lesser man probably would. I just don't see that coming from Justin Herbert.
Do you give the refs talking to when you see that stuff during the game, or you just let it go?
Well, do I let it go? I mean, what can I do? I mean, nobody can really hear me. I'm yelling things, but I don't think they're heard. You know, it's very loud. You know, I don't think anybody's hearing it.
They're usually the judge next to you, right? They're usually walking pretty close to you, right?
I don't know. I do more than Justin does. You know, I mean, I'm a lesser man, I guess. You know, I'll admit it, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. But
End of the half.
I think it's. I mean, I really. My take on it is that he's, you know, it's very hack-a-shack. You know, kind of. Is that what they used to call it?
Yeah. What do you mean? When you say
Because he's so big, you know. Shaq was so big. Remember when he used like.
You're saying Shaq wouldn't get calls because
Yeah.
he's so large that when people foul
So
him,
big, so tough, so like, yeah.
Hack-a-Shaq was putting him on the line intentionally because
Yeah.
he couldn't shoot free throws. You're talking about the fact that he was so large that fouls weren't called that would typically be called on
Correct.
other players.
That's right.
What are we calling this?
Hacker Herb?
Hacker?
I did not say that. Let's document that was not said by me. That was said by Chris.
Do the sack concern you at all though? Like the amount he's taken? I think he's been sacked multiple times in like 6 straight games.
Yeah. I'd be dishonest, disingenuous if I said I don't. When I think about it, that's probably more. I think about more than anything, you know. And I think about a lot of things, but just yeah. I mean, his protection, his safety, you know, is probably nothing I think about more than that. If I'm also being honest, which I am. I'm honest.
Could you potentially raise some of those like officiating concerns to like a league level, or is there a system for that?
Yeah, there's a system. You turn the plays in to the league.
Have you done that at all?
Yeah, we do that.
For some of the plays with Justin concerned? Some of the hits on Justin that you've seen?
Any play that we think, you know, should have been called or could have been called, you know, or you ask for clarification, you send those into the league.
Did you get much clarification on those, or on any of the ones that you sent in?
That's something that Joe Ortiz handles and Ed McGuire. That's there.
The end of half play, lateral play that you guys had, Justin was downfield blocking.
Uh-huh.
Is that something you encourage him to do? Would you prefer him to not be downfield blocking and putting himself in danger? Would you make of him blocking downfield on a play that?
Yeah, I was. I don't have really anything to say about that right now. I want to talk to the players when they come in tomorrow. But more about that, more about what took place there. That was. I mean, it was cool. It was pretty fun, but that was more. That wasn't the play called.
Okay.
So, well.
That was a freestyle situation.
Something happened. Maybe the radio went out, or I don't know. We're gonna have to get more clarification on that. But I was developing. I was like, hey, man, that's pretty cool. You know, sometimes an audible's called, and yeah. But that wasn't designed.
Okay. You mentioned Deion earlier. Where have you seen the most growth from him? Is it in the pass game, or is it just kind of his all around?
There's some freelancing going on, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
I'm okay with some freelancing.
They look designed because the lateral to Josh, Yeah, laying there.
When Q did that and lateral to Josh, and then Josh was swinging around. I was setting up the wall in my own mind, and guys were doing it, and it was.
Justin was in the wall at that point.
Yeah, there was stuff was happening that was news to me. But first I was like, yeah, great. Then maybe the one last lateral I would have probably coached. We're out of laterals now. This isn't end of the game desperation. This is the end of the half. So talked a lot about that. But they were just, it was, I couldn't get, I wasn't mad or anything. It was just, they were executing it really well. What they were doing, and they were pretty energized by it. So I kind of just said, okay, hey, all right, let's get ready for the second half. But I'm curious about what exactly, how that all got configured.
So is it possible? So the players basically, you think, did that, or do you think?
I don't know exactly.
Okay.
That's why I don't know.
All right.
If I knew, I would know, but I don't. But bottom line, it's like, okay, wow, this is pretty cool. This has got a chance. Great job, And then, it's like. Then afterwards, like, how did that happen? They seemed like, energized the whole. They were on the. At least they were all on the same page, which is what counts the most. And it was like I could just tell they did it good. I don't know. What more can I tell you about that? That's as much as I know. I'm curious. Seem curious. They were. I had the same reaction you did. That was pretty cool.
Dayon, switching topic. Where have you seen just his overall growth in the last couple games? Is it in the pass game or more like all around?
The growth, the leadership, the tackling ability. That's been great. That definitely this elite pass dropping into the zone and just finding the receivers and plugging the holes. And then reacting to the ball in the air. That was elite.
How do you feel like your offensive line has dealt with stunts, twists in games so far this season?
I think pretty well, pretty darn well. They've consistently graded out at a very high percentage. And again, it's like Myles Garrett, man. It's pretty darn impressive.
They got him on stunts not involving Myles Garrett.
Yeah, Myles Garrett was, and we got dented. We got dented in the middle more than we would have liked to. But valid point.
Now, if you're trying to improve in that specific area, as far as picking up stunts, I know they're all kind of different, but what goes into generating improvement in that specific area?
Yeah, it's playing the technique. It's elite communication, which has to take place because you're passing off one rusher to another, and all the guys were in. Zion was in, Bose was in, and Pip and Joe and Rashawn as well. You just keep working at it. That's working. We said it before. You're getting better at one thing, all the time.
Jim, did you get any update on Khalil? He told us he would be good, but I just wanted to check if there was any interview or anything update there with that.
No, I don't have any update on that. Other than he guy's a beast. Had an incredible game. Affects the game. All the time in unbelievable ways. One of the greats.